know what I'm saying? But we came in and I believe we just created a different energy. We gave them a different energy. Me and Toy stepped in that thing, and we stepped in the studio flaming. We actually, pardon me, we actually came in with Emmanuel Dean, and we went to visit Ice Cube, and we went to visit Mac 10. Toy went to school Mac 10, by the way.
Okay.
Right? And Terry Carter, rest his soul, a great friend of mine, ex-wife of mine. Her name was Kristen, and her best friend was Kim, which is Terry's niece. So I had a connection with Terry, who managed Mac 10 and Ice Cube and them at that time anyway, with the Hoop Banging Records and all that stuff that Mac was doing. Okay. And so I had a connection with him. Toy had a connection with him, but fucking with Emmanuel Dean, we end up in the studio with Ice Cube and letting Cube hear Mr. 10 and Miss Toy. So Mr. 10 again and Miss Toy is the Phat Pak, right? Mm-hmm. So boom, we playing music for Cube. He playing music back for us. He loving us. He want to fuck with us. He want to sign us that day, bro. I'm not bullshitting. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Mind you, Toy went to school with Mac 10.
Yeah.
Mind you, my ex-wife used to be with Terry's niece. And we all grew up and went to Northridge and all that, right? Mm-hmm. So when we end up in a meeting with Terry Carter, and me and Toy is talking, now we have these different dilemmas on the table. We have, should we go with Terry? Should we go with Q? Should we go with the Militia? Let's just go with the Militia and see where the cards lay for us, if they may. You know what I'm saying? Because we dope as them. In our minds, we're dope as them. We just hadn't had our shine, and it's just right yet. And so anyway, long story short, bro, we end up getting with Emmanuel Dean. But like I told you, me and Cube and Toy, we sat in the studio and battled it out. If I'm lying, I'm dying. She'll tell you this shit right now.
Oh, okay.
Cube played something, we played something. Cube played something, and at that time, you know, we were smoking, so burning, and we going. Yeah. And Cube was fucking with us. But we decided to go with the Militia so we can be our own entity. We want to, you know, create a new West Coast vibe. Everything wasn't, you know, everything was khakis and chucks and all this old shit, the NWA stuff and that phenomenon, which was great. You know, I grew up in it. You know, we all grew up in it. And but we want to be ourselves.
Gotcha.
So we went the Militia, bro. Long story short.
Well, no, I appreciate what y'all did with Militia, man. And like I said, that single Burn, I pointed out to people that Kevin Nash, when he was part of NWO and he started the Wolfpack when he was in WCW, he actually wanted to use the original song Burn that y'all created. The intro.
I never knew that. And I'm actually, as a kid, I was into wrestling. I used to sneak into the sports arena and everything, bro.
Yeah, so they was afraid that they were running the copyright.
That's good information.
Yeah. And so they end up having somebody rap. They redid the beat a little bit and then rap to it. But if you listen to the Wolfpack intro and the Burn, you'll know
they coincide.
Yeah, that's where it came from.
Oh wow, bro! You just, hey man, serve them raw, goddammit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, serve them raw. Then you just served me, man. I just done some good shit, man.
Oh yeah,
but yeah, man. So great counterparts of mine, Diz, shout out him, shout out Deviant, shout out Lord G, shout out Miss Toy.
Yeah,
we combined and became the Militia. Again, Diz and Deviant originally, and Emmanuel Dean, and another great friend of mine who passed away had the song Burn already cracking. That was the management team. So, and then me and Miss Toy, we came in that motherfucking pooped on them. We came up first on that thing because we was already rocking around this West Coast thing.
That's why I had two different videos, right?
Absolutely. The first one that was in the 500s.
Yeah, had the cars
donuts
and shit.
Venice Beach.
Donuts and shit. Yeah, okay.
And then we came back and we did with Ish. Ish is from the Dig Over Planets. The lead rapper in Dig Over Planets ended up shooting our video. I guess he started getting into cinematography and everything and videos and stuff. And he ended up shooting our video, brother.
Okay. Shout out to them.
He also shot Who's the next MC to crumble? A lot of people didn't see that. And we had some shit, bro. So the Militia, we were lyricists. So we had some shit called Who's the Next MC to Crumble? And Toy had went back to Chicago. I don't know if her granny or someone had passed or whatnot, or she just went to visit. But whatever it was, she went there for a little while. And then I ended up stuck in the studio now with a group of guys that I hadn't even known. And we got it together, man, and we got popping, man. But I was like, hold up, because this is still my counterpart. This is my partner, man. I need my sis here with me doing what we do. And she came back and laid in that thing, and she sang in that thing like Lauryn Hill or somebody, and rapped in that thing like Nicki Minaj or somebody. I'm just throwing them names out because at that time, and still today, she's amongst the greats of those people, as far as her vocab and her content and her lyrical ability and her artistry or singing ability. So yeah, man, I just wanted to say that, man. And we put that shit together, and boom, Militia. They mended us together. We all signed in our own collective deals.
Okay.
So me and Toy, we signed as the Phat Pak.
Yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Lord G signed initially as Lord G because he had the booming above the rim. And Diz and Devious were the Militia initially. A lot of people don't know the story in this entirety, bro. So, it's actually good to be on here with you talking about it because people didn't really grasp that whole opportunity. But to keep it a buck with you, fucking Diz and Devious, Diz came up with that burn. And we came in and spit in that motherfucker, and everybody that fucked with us on the West Coast in its entirety already kind of knew me and Toy, and we was rocking already.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, the burn thing was like a bait area, and then it buzzed and caught a flame in Mississippi and different regions. Because my boy was just in Memphis the other day, and I swear to God, he called me, and he was at a skating ring, and the DJ was playing burn. I said,
So how did
do you know how long ago that was? This was just 2 days ago.
How did the Baby Boy thing happen for you? Was it the movie first or was it the song?
Well, initially I got the fucking script.
Okay.
Me and Tyrese was rocking and rolling together. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I stayed with me and Tyrese. We stayed in Temecula at that time. And so I got the script. He had